X to see how the internet did react to the game yesterday. First up, we have got... Oh, let me just refresh it.
I think Sammy needs to refresh.
Oh, Sammy needs to refresh it. We have got Spurs fan John saying, "Who made this?" They kept panning to V9 and Lange during the game yesterday.
Just to rile us up.
Literally. The cameraman, he just kept panning to them and kept panning to like mad, like panicky Spurs fans. You being one of them.
God. Utter clowns. Get them out of this football club. What are they still doing here?
I know.
Look at them just watching over as if like just watching their
clueless,
good work.
mate.
Yeah, absolutely clueless. I mean, obviously they're not going to be making changes or anything, but honestly, I hate them.
Me too. Away from Spurs, though, Will Lankshear had an unbelievable day yesterday in a great win for Oxford. This was his first goal, an absolutely rifling header into the top corner. But it got a lot better than that. Look at his first goal. If you scroll down, look at this goal. This is something out the Harry Kane playbook. Look at that.
Oh, that game that was last week.
Oh, was that last week?
Portsmouth was last week. The header you showed.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm talking about yesterday, though. That was the goal, the second one.
The second one, because the first one was a back heel.
Oh, well, I didn't even see the back heel.
Back heel volley.
Wow.
But this one was beautiful as well. Unbelievable. This was probably a better one.
Is that not Harry Kane-esque?
Honestly, he must have learned a thing or two.
And you know what? If you just scroll down, in terms of like Will Lankshear, how many times have we said that he's definitely learned from Harry Kane?
Of course he has.
We've said it so many times. Like there's so much influences in his play from Harry Kane, and I think this is another example of it.
You know what? Kane only burst onto the scene about 21. Lankshear, he's coming up on that age, isn't he?
Well,
Could we?
Lankshear's having a better loan spell than Harry Kane ever did.
Well, I actually think Kane, when he was at Millwall, I think got Young Player of the Year for them, didn't he? So he wasn't bad. But yeah, but look.
Was that League One, though?
No, I think it was Championship.
Was it Championship?
I think so. But 12 goals now in the Championship for Lankshear.
Fantastic. And he's coming alive, especially where it means, and like these last two games with that bullet header and the 2 goals that he scored yesterday. I mean, before that, he was just getting really like poacher's efforts, weren't he? And these like proper quality, these goals.
What's their situation now? They got.
It's not looking good for them.
Are they down?
They're not down, but I think it's.
I think I saw the one they 4 points behind with 1 game left.
I thought, is it only 1 game left now?
Because there's how many? It's 46, right?
Yeah, 46 games. Are they down then?
Where's the championship?
Yeah, you're right. They're down.
So why haven't I heard anything about Oxford officially down?
Don't know, but it looks like they're down.
Yeah, 4 points with 1 game left. Yeah. Are they down, chat? Because I know West Bromwich got a 2-point deduction.
Yeah. That 2 points is added in.
Okay, so it doesn't look good for them.
Yeah.
Oh
well. All right. Next up, this was Sims footage of Roberto De Zerbi showing that passion with the away end yesterday. It's great to see.
Yeah, it was a really nice moment, and it was like a lot of people have been liking this thing. Look at the passion, and I think he can sense how big that was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The fact that we got that win, his first win as Tottenham manager, celebrated it, coming over to the Spurs fans. It was a brilliant moment to see him, and for him to get that first proper connection with the fans.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, massive.
Everyone's
Everyone's saying he gets it.
He's proper Tottenham already, fully COYS.
Next one is from Spurs Song Sheets. What's the audio on this? It's just the Spurs fans in full voice when the Spurs go marching in. Their away end did look proper like a proper away end yesterday.
It was. I think the fans were... The fans were proper up for it yesterday. I think it was one of those wins where it didn't really stop, and it was also never really turned toxic. Even when it was like looking bad, like it doesn't look like we're going to score anything, they kept supporting, they kept encouraging the team, and obviously we got that moment near the end. They always felt like if we just kept going, we'll get that moment, and I think the fans got reward for it late on.
Spurs Insider saying 60 seconds with our medical team. So a physio expert was saying that they were doing like ACL tests on Xavi, and a minute later they're trying to get him to run it off.
They were, and we could see it on in the ground. They had him running around the corner. They had him.
He just broke down.
Yeah, he was doing a few jumps and stuff, and he looked fine. And it looked like he was about to come back on. And I think he was coming round the side to the side of the pitch to actually come back on. But while he was doing a little jog, he then broke down. He was like, "Oh no, it's serious."
Yeah.
But it's not. I mean, it beggars belief. How many times? I mean, how with Kulusevski? He actually came on the pitch. Kulusevski actually came back on the pitch before for like a minute or so before. They realised it was way too serious. Let's just hope Xavi is not an ACL. But from what I've read from these, these physio experts who look at the images and assess things, they say it could potentially be an ACL, but other than that, it could be ligament damage, which would rule him out for the rest of the season anyway.
Yeah.
So let's just hope it's not an ACL and it's not a massive one like that. But either way, I can't think he's going to play again this season.
Yeah. BLTHFC says, interesting stat. Spurs haven't gone 2 weeks during the season without a new injury since March 2023.
Yeah.
3 years of ACL injury, after shoulder injury, after hamstring injury. One player comes back and 2 are injured for 3 years straight. Normally long-term too. Just bizarre and sad. Like, how mad is that? How mad is that, man?
We haven't gone 2 weeks without a new injury, man.
Jesus,
What
man.
is it with us? Why are we cursed? We have some sort of... Someone's put a curse on us.
I know.
Someone's put a curse on us, which we don't know how to break. And I don't know. This or that, can't even say it's due to Europa League win, because that's well before the Europa League win.
Yeah.
I don't know. What have we done to deserve this? What have we done?
Javi Simmons on Instagram. TTP always.
What's TTP? Tottenham till... No, what is it?
What is TTP?
Does the P stand for Paulinia?
TTP, people. Anyone know what TTP is, Sammy?
Tottenham
Till
Promotion. Tottenham till promotion.
TTP? I'm not in it with... Oh, trust the process.
Oh, trust the process.
Oh, God. Is he memeing us? The process is just getting Paulinho at the back post. Is that the process?
That's the process. Kevin Danso on Instagram says, 1 down, 4 more to go. Your unwavering support means everything. Hearing you behind us until the final whistle gives us strength to keep pushing every game. Thank you for always standing with us. We stay together. Keep believing. Keep fighting. We can only do this together.
And there was some nice moments with him and the fans singing Super Kevin Danso yesterday as well. So that was a really nice touch, I thought, from the fans.
Absolutely. Lily White Rose, this is Conor Gallagher on Instagram saying, Chelsea fans, close your ears right now, because he says, thank you for the support today. Stick with us. We'll make a big difference. COYS!
Fully COYS, Connor. Fully COYS.
There's a far cry from that that banner, the Chelsea fans, that tifo, that Conor Gallagher, Forever Chelsea, whatever it was, and now he's tweeting out saying COYS.
Can you believe it?
It's funny. Match of the day, this is João Palhinha saying, we have deserved this victory for a long time. I mean, I'm not so sure that's true, João.
I wish that was true. But if you're basing it purely on how we perform on the pitch, I don't think it is true.
Yeah, like what is he judging that on? Like,
look, maybe he's thinking we work so hard, we train, we do this, we that. We should be getting a victory before this game, and we've deserved it as a group for going through all the hardship that we've gone through and still sticking together. We deserve something. But reality is, from what I've seen on the pitch, you don't deserve anything.
Yeah.
But we got the win, and I'm happy you have, and you've got the monkey off your back. And let's hope now this really is something that we can spring into action now between now and the end of the season, and something that really changes how we play, or just changes the momentum. But we'll see.
Yeah. João Palhinha also said after the game that this win is much more than that for me, fans, and the whole club. It's not a normal season we have been living. It did feel like it meant a lot, that win yesterday.
Yeah, agreed. And I think the relief the players felt was palpable. But the reality is, you got to follow it up.
Yeah.
And you can feel relief today, but if you go and lose against Villa, doesn't mean anything.
Correct. James Wellham says, there is something going on this season, surely. I've never experienced anything like it. At best, it's a subconscious desire to send Spurs down because of the story. And this is in response to, look at that, Andre, 2-footed, studs up on Bissouma, and only a yellow card given. VAR looks at it and says, nah, right decision.
All good, all good. Nothing to see here. How many times we've seen that? Yeah, I don't know. How many times now we've been on the end of horrible decisions. I've even seen rival fans now starting to pick up on it, saying, I saw Alice again tweet out, she's like, Tottenham are awful.
I've got the tweet, yeah.
Oh, right, yeah, there you go. So there's something going on here.
Yeah. And then it goes even deeper and even further because this next one saying, this is WTF, that is outrageous. Like, in what world is this not a penalty? I just don't get it. I just don't understand how VAR would look at that and say, no, that's not a penalty. That's not, like, what? Like, under what rule and what circuit? Like, what are you doing?
I've never seen a more blatant handball in my life. That is like the textbook of deliberate handball. He literally gets his arm around to flick the ball away from him on purpose. I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen anything like it. And I can't believe... Look, I can understand maybe the referee missing that because maybe there's bodies in the way or whatever, but how VAR took a look at that and thought, you know what, on-field decision.
Is there more... Is there a bigger, like, thing of a... mad error than that, an error of judgment? Isn't this is exactly what VAR is for? These moments.
Literally flicks it away with his... I just can't believe it. I just can't believe it.
It's mad. I just can't believe it.
Playing volleyball. Handball. He's literally playing handball. It's what you do in handball or basketball. It's like a tactic. You flick the ball away from your opponent.
Disgusting.
I just can't believe they've seen that. To be fair, if we're being completely objective about it, this was just before they scored, and then just before Everton scored.
Yeah.
And so they did equalise anyway, so how much difference would it have actually made in the grand scheme of things? But I just can't believe they
Yeah, but it just follows on this narrative about decisions, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. Anything that influences Spurs. Anyway, Alice Talks Footy says Tottenham need a whole new medical department for the how many time we're going to regenerate
Every week we're hearing about
this medical department. Seeing if Javi can run it off after a potential ACL. Kudus was meant to be back last month. Solanke has missed more games since joining Spurs through injury than he did his entire career before that. Kulusevski was meant to be back this season, another setback. Maddison on the bench when he can't even play. Udogie rushed back and gets injured again. Romero used Argentinian staff to treat him when injured in the past and thanked them. Dragsheen, Odebear, Maddison doing ACLs in the space of a year. On top of this, injuries to Bentancur, Bergvall, and more, seeing them out for periods. Tottenham have had awful injuries these past 3 seasons. While a lot isn't their medical staff's fault, and it is just luck, the recurring issues, asking Javi to run, players not recovering well, and the sheer amount of injuries point to an underperforming medical department.
I've been saying it for years. Everyone's been saying it for years.
The thing is, right, we've been saying it for years, but the medical team has changed multiple times over those years.
Well, then it's the club for not getting
it's mad, isn't it?
People, because it's consistent problems, and the biggest problem is reoccurring injuries, as Alice rightfully pointed out. When a player comes back and re-injures that same injury, that is because they've been brought back too soon and they haven't been properly treated and they haven't recovered fully. So the fact that has happened now repeatedly, many times, is quite frankly incompetence from the medical department. I don't see how it can be anything else but incompetence from them. And then this other thing of misdiagnosing problems on the touchline, which then snowball into bigger problems, is also something. Obviously, we don't know if that's happened with Javi, but it looks like it may well have happened with Javi. And if that has happened, and he's maybe not done his ACL and then tried to run on it and then has done it, I mean, that would be the biggest incompetence. Obviously, with Kulusevski, we don't know what would happen if he went straight off after that injury, but he tried to run on one of those serious injuries you could have, and he tried to run on it, and obviously now we haven't seen him in a year. How much damage did he do?
Yeah.
We've seen other players just have continually re-injuring the same injury. Kudus a few weeks ago injured his groin, has come back from it, comes back into training, re-injures it even worse, and now 3 months. I think Van de Ven happened with him
last season. Yeah.
Romero obviously happened with. It's happened with so many players now. It's quite frankly, and also, I don't get this. I said it before. Maddison on the bench. I don't get it. Why waste the space with him on the bench? I don't really understand.
Who are you going to put in instead?
Don't care. Put a youth academy player in who has the potential to play if we really, really go desperate. Why not put Williams Barner or whoever's fit, Tynan Thompson, put them on the bench. Maybe they can surprise you if you need them. Putting a player who can't play is ridiculous. I kind of feel like I don't really understand it. Obviously, it's not the reason why we've lost or obviously we won. It's not the reason why we're not doing well. But it just doesn't make sense to me. I don't really understand why waste a spot on a player you know is not playing.
Yeah.
What does it change if he's not there? If he's not officially named on the bench, what does it change?
Nothing. Lily White Rose says Wolves' last 3 results at home: 2-1 win against Liverpool, 2-0 win against Aston Villa, 2-2 draw against Arsenal. Today was just about winning by any means possible, and we achieved that onwards. And it's true, like, you know, as much as we want to say, oh, we've only beaten the bottom of the league and already relegated Wolves, which is very true, the reality is their form at Molineux has had a massive uptick over the past month or so, last couple of months. So it's not the easiest game to go to. As you can see, top teams like Arsenal, Villa and Liverpool have all failed to win there.
Yeah, I know. It's true. And I'm very happy we won. The reality is it was just Wolves. And I know that it's not the easiest place, but if you look at those games, I think Arsenal and Liverpool probably were better than us when they went there than we played yesterday. I think that's the truth. So,
But
great.
only one ends up with 3 points.
No, look, we won. And it's fantastic. And it's not an easy place to go, and especially in the circumstances when you all the pressure on us to win. We had to win yesterday, otherwise it was looking really bad for us. So the fact we did win under those circumstances, fantastic, and we move on. But we're going to have a lot tougher tests, that's for sure.
Yeah. FPL Physio says, new info. Viewers telling me that they let Javi Simmons try and run on it. That would be encouraging. Lascelles came back in the game when he ruptured his ACL. We have to wait and see. Javi Simmons could miss the World Cup due to a possible ACL injury. Javi Simmons was clearly emotionally affected as he immediately grabbed his right knee. Unfortunately, the mechanisms of an ACL injury is present. A fixated right foot with an internal rotation of the femur. See the picture of for reference. Scans will be needed to confirm the injury, but other possible injuries include a meniscus and the MCL. If it is an ACL injury, Javi could be sidelined for 7 to 10 months and unfortunately miss the World Cup. The emotional reaction is often a very good indicator of the extent of the injury. Unfortunately, he was very affected. The physios also appeared to have performed ACL tests, which is another bad sign. Let's hope for the best. In terms of like the emotional reaction, I mean, Javi is like a very highly emotional player anyway.
100%.
So it's hard to really judge it on that.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Like, I don't know if you can judge his emotional reaction, like to see if he's actually got an ACL. But you know, he's looked at how the foot was planted and those kind of signifiers. And let's just hope it's not. Let's just hope it's not as bad as people are theorising. If it is, that's 3 serious knee injuries for all our number 10s. I mean, how unlucky can you get? How unlucky can you get?
Yeah, it's mad. Next up, we have got this message from James Maddison after the game on Kinski, and he said, brilliant, mate, at Tonda Kinski. Huge bollocks to bounce back the last few weeks, showing your quality. And I couldn't agree more, mate. Kinski has been fantastic. He really is showing his bollocks right now.
Big cojones.
Exactly. He's showing a big cojones.
In terms of Maddison, now with Xavi's injury, we can't. Do we accelerate his return?
We can't.
Do we rush it more than we would have?
We can't.
Do we try and get him back on the pitch?
We can't.
We can't try.
No, we can't. We got to stick with the plan with him. Otherwise,
what is the plan?
The plan is for him to be back on the pitch when he feels it's right. Like, we can't rush him back. Otherwise, we're doing the same as we've just criticised. So, look, the reality is, right, James Maddison has always been kind of a slow burner when he comes back from injury. So I'm not even expecting much from Maddison when he does come back anyway. So, look, as much as it's great, big name on the team sheet, someone that can actually create, we can't rush him back because it's just too much of a risk to further aggravate the injury.
We now need him out now more than ever.
I know that, but it's just the situation we're in.
Hopefully, maybe you can target Leeds.
Maybe
You can target a few minutes next week. Who knows?
Maybe. We'll have to wait and see. So this was Javi when he was getting injured. The Wolves fans peltering him,
I didn't really understand
calling him this, that and everything while he's getting stretchered off. And Javi snapping back to the Wolves fans whilst getting stretchered off.
Yeah, I don't know what. I don't know, like they thought he was faking or something. I don't really understand it. It was very frustrating. We didn't even get a free kick for that moment as well.
Yeah.
He literally done his ACL and he went out for a goal kick. It's so frustrating. But yeah, I don't really get why the Wolves fans were going in on him.
You know, like at that moment as well on the watch along, only just a bit before that, me and Ash were talking about how Javi's always on the floor and sometimes he needs to be a bit more stronger and just stay on his feet a little bit. And he goes down there. And I was like, you're not even injured, get up. And then obviously he had a massive injury.
It's your fault. So you cursed him.
Oh, God. This is a tweet from Tottenham saying the best in the business. Spurs fans in full voice yesterday.
Yeah, and it was so hot, by the way, yesterday. And the sun was beaming down on the away end. It was absolutely boiling, and you see a lot of tops off there. But yeah, the crowd was brilliant, absolutely great spirits yesterday.
And then they tweet out as well saying, keep on fighting, incredible support. Scroll down. Yeah.
There was a lot of hands over the eyes there.
Yeah, I know. I saw it yesterday.
Brilliant, though.
But that's that. That is that from React. That is how the internet did react to the game yesterday.